Joseph here at Edge Dynamics, making a shave video, and I've got this razor here which is James Johnson, and this one is Tuesday. I don't think there's any pitting on this one. And I honed it up last night. I gave it full progression. And it should shave well. HHT is good. Show the spine if I can. So on top of that, I've got the Shaw & Sons Celebrated Razor Freemasonry one. And what I did with this one is I honed it with a layer of 88. And I was wrong what I was saying before. I'll tell you what, I don't know what I've done to this side. It looks like I've hit it with some greaseless. I'm not, as I say, it was so long ago I can't remember, but I could tidy that up definitely. And this side, just with one layer of tape, it just meant the bevel at the heel is a little bit wide because there's some kind of bit of hone wear up here, which obviously corresponds with the bevel. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. But yeah, I was having different thoughts about this. I was thinking if I could get some old scales, well, I've got old scales, would suit it better, but then it would just look like it hadn't been restored really, so I still don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I honed it up, full progression on the Maruka, and on top of that I've got something else I've restored, which is a Richardson, and it's one of these ones. Really nice razor. It says ground on a 3-inch wheel. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's in ivory. It's got the old shield there. And there's the grind. It feels like a full hollow when you're honing it. Sits flat on the stones. And really nice. So out of all of them, I think this is the one I'm looking forward to trying. Guess it's going to be super sharp, I think. I've got this West Indian Limes from TrueFit, St James's TrueFit in Hell, so we'll try that. I can smell this already. Oh, that's actually quite nice compared to the Taylorsville Bond lime, which I used a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's much nicer. Much nicer scent. This is. Yeah, I think that'll do. That should be good. It's really creamy. It's got a really nice sheen to it as well. Right, James Johnson, Tuesday. Yeah, that's really nice. So I can't seem to go wrong with these, the 7-day set. And also as well, which is something I have noticed as well, is that they sit flat. Like the grind is really good. They sit really nicely on the stones. So I'm really pleased with that. And we'll try the, I should have oiled this, the Richardson. I don't know if you've seen, I haven't showed you the jimping, which I sandblasted clean. It's got really nice jimping colours there and there with a notch. Don't know if you can see that. Jimping goes past the notch. Right, let's see what this does. Yeah, that's super nice, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I knew that'd be good. It's got a really fine edge. And I did hone it twice. I honed it last week, didn't quite get the toe, so I re-honed it last night. Made sure I got the toe nicely. And then finally, I mean, who knows? I thought I would have honed it right the first time, but we'll give it a second bash many years later. Let's see what this does. Nice. You know what? It's not there. Something's going on with this. I checked the bevel angle. And the bevel angle's good. Can't quite put my finger on it. What's wrong with this? Just not sure what's going on. I mean, now it seems fine, but what the deal is with this, I don't know. Let's carry on for a bit. Maybe it was my imagination. Didn't feel good on that first. This was the only blade that had oil on it. Could it have been oil? Carry on and see. Seems okay now. I'm not sure what's going on with this, or why it felt like that, but it felt like it didn't want to cut straight away. Seems okay now. So as I say, I don't know what to do with it, because I've got a long list of projects, so I don't know. I'll do something with it. But at the moment, all my spare time is still going into the mother of pearl scales, and I was working on them earlier today, and I'm going to go back again and work on them, and it's kind of, I'm having to make it up as I go along, really. Because I've got to a point now where I realise I've got to do some pinning. I've got to drill some tiny holes and put some tiny pins in, because it's got to be secure. Might have just been that angle, because now it feels really nice, but yeah, I've got to do some. It's still precarious, so I mean it could still go wrong. But it's not the sort of thing that you want to have a bad day. It's not the sort of thing that you want to do if you're having a bad day, don't put it that way. You need everything to go right, and so far so good, really. Yeah, if everything goes well, I should have that ready for next week. I'm going to be working on it throughout the week when I get home from work, and try and get it all done for the next video. This is really nice now. I often think that sometimes when razors don't cut right, it's because there's oil on the bevel, and I think that's what it was. It must have been. And that my face is so slick, I can't really get a grip on it now. Yeah, I can tell that is super close as well. One thing I wanted to talk about as well, I wanted to mention that, I don't know if you guys are aware, some of you are, well, one of you guys told me actually, and I made some inquiries, that Theta have ceased making brushes, and that's it, that's the end of it. So I think they had claimed to being the first, or one of the first, brush makers, and it's sad to see them go. But what I've done is I've increased the price of my brushes, like put them really high, and it's not to try and cash in because there's no more of those left, it's just because I want to keep the stock, and I don't want a page where everything's sold out. And in the past as well, probably 2 or 3 months ago, I put the prices of the Theta brush stands up, like really up high, and I did that to stop people from buying them. It sounds a bit silly, but I was the only site that's got them, and I know it was DE users were buying them, and I just didn't want them to sell. I just don't want to be out of stock. So brushes and stands are really expensive, but you should ensure I've always got stock. I don't know what I'd do after Theta, because the whole page of shaving brushes on my website is dedicated to Theta. It's got a Theta background, I chose them especially because the quality, black and white as well, it suits my site, just like Institute Carite. I don't really want to sell those items. I don't want to package and post a shaving soap, but you know, it goes really well on the website. So they were chose for not just their quality but their style as well, and it fits in with the website. That's why there's no other products really. But I will say as well that dealing with Theta was excellent, and Institute Carite as well. Nothing but you know, I can only say positive things about them. Really nice people. And I suppose more and more people are actually using synthetic brushes nowadays. So there'll be a day when there are no Badger brushes, I'm sure. They'll all be in the history books. But a bit of a boring video, sorry about that. There's on the tip of my mind, there's a load of stuff I wanted to say, but hopefully that will rear itself. Hopefully next week I'll remember some of that stuff. Get myself an auto cue. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, bye.